welcome back to the Trini Will. I'm Keisha, and today I just have a quick video to share. I said I would share this service because it really came in handy for me. I have been using a service called My US to ship goods from the US to Italy. So I recently moved to Italy and I have some packages. Yes, there are places that ship to Italy from the US, but one, there are some places that don't ship to Italy, and two, I am a content creator, so there's some North American brands that want to send me products but they don't ship to Italy, so I would have to use a US address to receive the products. So for that purpose, I have been using My US. Now, because I'm from the Caribbean, I am very familiar with using what we call a skybox or a freight forwarding service. So I was living in Trinidad and Tobago. Instead of shipping directly to Trinidad and Tobago or companies who did not ship to Trinidad and Tobago, you would be provided with a US address. So the companies will ship to that address, and then that company would ship the products to Trinidad and I would receive it. So basically it's the same thing here in Italy, and the service, it just doesn't work for Italy. A few things about the service. One, it's free to use, but the free version is the most basic version. Then there is a paid version. There is, I think, business and premium. The difference in cost doesn't make any sense. It's just like $1 more for the premium, so I just pay the $1 more. So I will talk about my experience with the service, the different things that they have mentioned, and I think I have like a referral code that you could use. They also say that it is a US tax-free address. Also, another thing, you could calculate the cost, but sometimes purchasing products in, well, I would say the EU is a little more expensive than purchasing in the US. So if you're buying in bulk, it might come out cheaper than buying the products individually here in the EU. Anyway, so the most basic plan, basically they just, once a product, or what they call it is your suite. So once something, a package arrives at your box, they directly ship it to you. For me, I think the most basic package, I think I end up paying about 25 euro. However, that is one of the cheapest options, and sometimes it takes very long. Now, this is the free plan that they have. With their paid plan, you have the option to choose hold packages. So that means that you could choose when packages ship. So if you know you're going to be expecting 3 packages, 4 packages, you're not going to have to pay $100 at the end of it because they just ship the packages one time. You can choose to consolidate it, which means that you'll end up paying less for your packages. So I chose the paid plan so that I could consolidate packages to make it easier. Something that you have to consider as well, depending on where you are. For me in Italy, they have customs and like import tax. So depending on what you're bringing in, the cost may be higher or lower, additional to the shipping costs. My advice is not to wait until it reaches customs to pay it for yourself. I would choose the option to pay up front, and from doing it both ways, I noticed that I end up paying less when I pay it up front, because there was one time I was so upset. The customs ended up being basically the same price of the item, and I was like, what? It wasn't even a portion, it was like the same price of the item. But anyway, in terms of the platform, there are many different options that you could choose. So you could choose for them to ship your packages in the original packaging, meaning that if you get something from Amazon, they're going to have it in the Amazon box, but they're also going to put it in their own packaging as well. Or you can choose for them to just ship the item, because many times if you shop from Amazon, you know that sometimes you have the smallest products and they will give you the biggest box. Depending on what the package is, I always choose to ship. They could just take it out and ship the products themselves. What I also like about this service is that they take pictures. So once it arrives in your suite, they take pictures and you could see the items, like if you're expecting it or not. There are different options, like where you could add insurance, you could ask for additional photos. There's a whole array. I guess I'll put a screenshot or something on the screen here, but there are lots of options I don't even pay attention to sometimes. There is an app. Because I'm on my iPad, I'm just using the website version, but I do have the app on my phone as well, which makes it easy. So once you are in your suite, you have like ready to send, so it will show you a list of the packages that there are. In review, meaning that they may just put a price to the item if they did not receive it with a receipt, and you could confirm what was the price, and those packages will be in review. Action required: if they need you to upload an invoice or something needs to be done on your end, action required, and then you could view all packages that you have in your suite. When you're ready to send, all the packages that are ready to send, you can select, if you are on the paid plan, you can select the packages that you want to send, and then you will see the total that it will be. When you create the ship request, you can choose which provider it uses. So they have the preferred shipping, which is usually the cheapest option. So for me, I've noticed when I use that option, they use a company called Amex, and they are so slow. They pass Croatia and it just takes so long. I prefer to use DHL. They are the fastest and they are a little cheaper than FedEx. So I always choose DHL. They have 2 to 5 days from the US to Italy. As you can see here, DHL 2 to 5 days is like $33. FedEx Priority, which is more time, is $38. FedEx Economy, even more time, 5 to 9 days, is $34, and still more expensive than the DHL Express at $33. You can also choose to add like fragile stickers, the scotch boxes, like all of these options you can add and create your ship request. So in the account settings under shipping preferences, you can choose your preferred ship method. So this will always be the default option. If you want to add insurance, package stickers, so if you want to place documents, your tax ID, etc, etc. So I really like that they have all the options, but something that I really like is the care that they take for your packages. Now, I hope I can find the videos, because every time I received a package through my US, I took a video, so hopefully I can find it. So this time I have a package I did not open as yet, but just to show you. So what I found was so cool, which I find is so cool. I don't know, you can tell me what you think about it. So every time I receive a package, they have this print of the person who they say did well, packed the package with care. I personally packed your shipment with extra care. Apparently Noah packed this package, and every single time I've received a package from my US or through my US, it's always been someone different. So at this point, I don't know if it's really like real people who have their stickers, or if it's just something that they do to make you feel important. Whichever it is, I do feel important, so it's working. The next thing that I really like is that they put like proper padding in the boxes, like every single time, no matter what it is. The padding is always A1. So they would use like brown paper. This box is pretty full, as well as like bubble wrap to make sure that it's very secure. That is basically what I wanted to share. My US, if you do think that the service will help you out, you can go ahead and try it. If you use my referral code, you will receive 20% off your first shipment. So if you are interested in my US, you can check it down below. I will receive a little commission if you do use the service, but honestly, I saw it on the website, so I'm just sharing it. If you use it and you want to share it with somebody else, they can get 20% off their first order or their first shipment, and you could also receive a little commission. So it's not like a thing, it's like a referral program. You need to take into consideration the items that may be restricted in your country that you're shipping to, so that one, you don't have to pay exorbitant fees if they are able to ship it, or you don't pay for shipping and then never get your item because customs they take it. So just be careful with that. But I really enjoyed using the My US, or enjoy using the My US service. I checked other services that were available to me, and the My US came out the cheapest based on like the online calculator. So while looking for reviews, I saw that persons from like Africa use it to ship like products from the US. I also saw people using it from Canada sometimes if they want to get products from the US. Like, you could look into it and see if it would work for you. But thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you found the video to be informative, and again, if you're interested in the service, use my referral code below and get 20% off your first shipment with My US. But thank you so much for watching. Ciao.